still remember and talk about it when mama used to bring me to church down there with Reverend Woods, and back then pastors were more humble. And after the church over, he'll stand in front of that pulpit and shake everybody's hand, man, woman, child, wheelchair. And I looked up that big old Bible. I said, "Ooh, I'm glad I ain't no preacher." That thing was about them Bibles back then, boy. Them thing was about, boy. There was like 3 dictionaries. And I think as a child, now that I'm saying it, I was scared because of how thick it was. And in my head as a child, I said, he got to learn all that. You know, I ain't never read the whole Bible. I just open it up where the Holy Spirit tell me. I don't know everything in there. But why should I need to know everything in there when I know the man that wrote it and whatever he want to talk about, I'm talking about. So the rest of this week, you need to press into the reality that your identity must be settled before you understand your assignment and be sustained. Stop thinking of yourself as a loser. Stop thinking that you're behind. Stop thinking that people won't pay attention to you. Stop thinking you're doing the wrong thing. Because without identity, people collapse under pressure. When you understand your identity, you endure the process. So the reason I be so calm, cool, and collective, my identity stable in God. What I just said earlier, that's all I know. I may not know how to raise a child, but I know to call on a God to tell me how to raise them. I might not know how to treat no woman, but I know how to call on a God to tell me how to treat them. See, a lot of us still trying to live based on our perception. But if you know God, you just ask him. Now, granted, sometime he'll say something, sometime he won't. It's all about growth. Let me see, do you know sometime without me having to tell you? So what you got to understand, if you skip your identity formation, you will misinterpret every season as a rejection instead of preparation. Why you think that for many of you, what it was about 4, 5 months ago, I told you what season you was and how you grown? Because God knew the things that you were about to go into, you wouldn't reject them because you didn't understand them. So me being a leader I am, tell them what season they in. And then I explained it to you, which means you got greater clarity, and the things that start happening to you, it started making a difference.
Transformation, center we proclaim. Whoa.